So this is the last video for this section, sections 4.3 through 4.5, and let's get started on this one. Because of friction, a pulley block system is found to be only 83% efficient. What actual load can be raised if the theoretical load is 2,000 pounds? So what they're saying is by the theoretical load, that would be 100%, right? 2,000 pounds would be 100%, but it's only working at 83. So the actual load is notice it says is 2,000 pounds, but that doesn't really work for our is this time. So we have to really read through the problem to understand which part is which. So it's saying that 83% of 2,000 is the actual load of this thing at 83% efficiency. So we cross multiply. We're going to divide by 100. And we find that it is 1,660 pounds, the actual amount. So it's not, right, it's not raising 2,000 pounds, but it will work for 1,660 pounds. This is about trades management. A welding shop charges 185% of its labor and materials costs to cover overhead and profit. If a bill totals $822.51, what is the cost of labor and materials? This is a problem that students have some problems getting set up, and so you have to really think about this. The total bill is $82.51. So that means that the cost of labor and materials is going to be less than this number. So if you set it up incorrectly and your number is larger than this, then you know that's what happened. So this is our is this time. And we're looking for the cost of overhead and cost of labor and materials. And then it's 185% of this number that equals that number. All right? So you have to be careful. Sometimes you just have to think about the fact that, okay, if the bill is $822.51, the answer I'm getting here has to be lower than that. So 185x equals 82,251. Because we're multiplying by 100, we are going to divide by 185. Also remember that 185% is way bigger than 100%, right? So if labor and materials is 444.60 and we multiply that by 185%, we would get 822.51. Okay. Here's another one. This is from life skills. I always feel like these kind of problems are just normal everyday stuff, and so it is a good thing to think about. If state sales tax is 6%, what is the price before tax if the tax is $7.80? Okay, so we've got our sales tax is 6%. Our amount of tax is $7.80, and so 6% of what number would give me $7.80? That's how we can think about this. The $7.80 is our is, and we're looking for the amount that we were purchasing to end up with owing $7.80 on tax. So it's got to be, a decently large number compared to $7.80. Cross multiply. And then, of course, we divide to solve. Divide by 6. And x is $130. So once again, reasonable thinking about your numbers tells you, oh yeah, this number has to be quite a bit bigger than 780 because 780 was 6% of this number. All right. I think this is our last, this is our last question. And it kind of has more than one step. A worker earns $28.50 per hour. If she receives a 7.5% pay raise, what is the amount of her hourly pay now? Okay, I'm going to highlight that. This is her pay now. This is her raise. And we'll just do 7.5 when we put that in our equation. So we're looking for the raise. That's going to be our is. This is our original number, which was her hourly pay. It's 7.5 over 100. Once again, we cross multiply. That's 213.75. Divide by 100. And we got that her pay raise is $2.14, right? So that's the amount of the raise. Let's do this. And then we have to go ahead and add it, right? Because it says, what is her hourly pay now? And that's going to be $28.50 plus $2.14. So now her pay will be $30.64. So always be careful to go back and read your problem. Once you find an answer, you have to make sure that you found the real answer, right? We found an answer right here, but that wasn't the answer to the question. We needed it to get that answer. So be careful with those kind of things. Don't forget to round appropriately, label your answers. Even if it's just a dollar sign, it needs to be there. And be careful with the setup. Bye, everyone.